Hi guys, welcome back
Welcome back.
to Bareface Banter.
Yep. Welcome back.
I had such a relaxing day today. Such a relaxing day.
What a difference of my day.
I know.
Okay, well, what did you do?
I just got a massage.
I love that.
Yeah.
Where did you go actually?
So there's remember the story about the monkey man, the chimpanzee man,
Oh,
the girl who got
Yeah,
assaulted?
yeah. Oh,
I
you
got a
went to her?
massage from her. Yeah, she
You
works
guys
right
do
next
that,
to me.
right?
Yeah, we trade.
that's so nice.
Yeah, it's super nice.
Is
So
and she's in the same space as you?
yeah, she's like a room next over. Yeah.
Does she just do like regular?
It was like I guess deep tissue. I'm not really sure.
Nice.
Swedish massage. I don't know the difference, but she worked on like my like chest and like arm. She said my arms are super tense. She literally
Well, I mean, it makes sense you use them all day.
that's what she said. And then she literally was like, "You like when she did some sort of move, she's like, "How are we feeling?" I was like, "Well, my arm's kind of going numb." She's like, "That's not good, Miranda."
Yeah, that's probably because your nerves.
I guess I have a lot of tension buildup and like the
Yeah.
blood flow isn't as like I could feel the movement of the blood and it was freaking me out. It was a good thing, but she's like, "We got to work more on your arms."
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
no buenos.
Yeah.
And I actually do know what that feels like because when I got in my car accident and then I was doing Cairo and stuff like
Mm.
that after, it was the same thing. He would like do cupping in certain areas because I had no blood flow.
Oh my god, yeah. I love
It
cupping.
was crazy. I don't know if I notice a difference. I mean, I'm
Really?
sure I
It
do,
helps
but
a lot for me because I get tense and it helps.
I don't know how much it helps because I was doing so many other things with it that like
Mm.
I couldn't attest it to just like one thing.
Yeah. I feel you.
Anyways,
Anyways,
I'm glad you got a massage.
thanks.
I
How was
had
your day?
I had such a busy day at work. You literally texted me and I felt so
Yeah.
bad.
No, you couldn't. I mean, you responded a little bit, but you told me you
Yeah,
were
no,
busy.
but
So.
because I was out of office yesterday because I just came back from Vermont.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'll tell you guys about the story. But I got back and so my schedule was like really busy and then we had like internal meetings and stuff and it was just a lot.
Okay.
Just busy times at work.
Complete.
Good busy.
Yeah.
Not a bad busy.
Yeah, for sure.
But speaking of freaking Vermont, um I could go on like a whole tangent about our flight, but basically our flight there got canceled
Mm-hmm.
because, well, it didn't get canceled. We were on the flight and they literally had tech issues. We waited on the tarmac. Then they were like, we got to go back. Someone's got to fix it. And then they extended our time to leave because we were the last flight out. And it didn't end up working because they didn't sign the paperwork in time. So they had to deplane us. And then everyone and their mother
You
was
got
like,
on the plane and they made you get off?
yeah, wait, I didn't tell you that?
No.
No, dude, we were in our seats for like 45 minutes.
That is bullshit. I'd
and then we
so
literally
pissed.
went back to the gate. We sat there for another maybe 20 or 30 minutes. They brought a mechanic on like in the plane.
Dude, you have bad luck with flights.
No, I don't because this has never happened to me. Don't say that out loud.
No, I'm just saying because like the last time you were telling us about the whole Jenna story.
That wasn't a bad thing. That was amazing.
I know, but
That was, like,
also
the
like
best
I
luck in
would
the
be
world.
annoyed if that girl was in front of me while I'm driving.
Yeah,
or sitting.
but
It's flying.
hello? Where are we?
Malfunction.
Wait,
No, but yeah, I feel like my flights are more smooth.
that's probably
Okay, so tell me.
Okay, anyways.
But I do remember you texting me all weekend, and I felt like all you were saying was, "We're still waiting. Our flight got delayed.
Yeah.
This happened." Like I'm
Well,
like, damn.
It was just it's because there was like storms, so I think that's what it was. But the
Oh, that makes
mechanical
sense.
issue, the literal screen that they see everything with, they were like, "Oh yeah, like that screen's out, so like we can't fly without it because we like literally would be
Oh.
flying blind."
Okay,
So
that's not
we can't do
fun.
that. And I was like, "Thank you for not taking us."
Yeah, what the heck?
But so then I called them. We had to get our flights changed to a completely different airport and then drive to Vermont
Okay.
instead of where we were going to fly and meet up with
Ugh.
everyone and go together. But so then we were flying back, and the flight that we had going back was from Boston to Chicago, and then from Chicago to Orange County. Now, if you live in Orange County, it was raining on Saturday, and we flew on Monday. The storm ended up being in the middle to East Coast ish in those 2 days because the storm was going to like hit the East Coast, like New Jersey, Delaware, all of those states on Tuesday.
Okay.
So the storm was like making its way over. So we flew
through
the storm
Oh my
towards the
God.
way, like the opposite way of the way it was moving.
Okay.
So they were like, "Oh yeah, there's like 100 and something mile headwinds, and we're gonna go straight across them." And he was like, the pilot was like, "Not gonna lie to you guys, we just came from that way, and it was really rough. So going against it's gonna be even worse. It's gonna be really bumpy the whole time. If we can get service out, we will. Otherwise, thank you for your patience."
Dude, I would start shitting my pants. Actually, I wouldn't care because you know how my
Yeah,
flights.
you're like, if I die, I die. Fucking
No, but I
bitch.
don't like when they announce it. I'd rather them not tell me.
Oh no, I need to know what's going on.
Okay, so what
Especially
did he
because Zach
say?
and I were like the second to last row. So I was like, oh my God, we're not even gonna make it out of the exit if something happens to
Wait,
us.
what happened then?
So we take off and it's like immediately you look out the window and it's just cloudy. You can't see anything. We
Okay.
even go up to the elevation like 26,000 or whatever, straight gray
Just
outside.
dark.
We were in a cloud the
Oh,
whole fucking
that's
time.
so scary.
That's
Okay.
how bad it was.
That's scary.
No,
Okay.
I didn't like it. I closed the shade. I was like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
no.
I wouldn't want to see that.
And it was a tiny plane because it was like 2 and 2.
Oh
And there
God,
was
I
only
hate
probably like
small
dude, there
planes.
was like 100 people on that flight.
Okay. I
There was a
hate small
flight
planes.
attendant behind us. She was taking the flight back to somewhere else, not even working. Besides the point, but that was just a tidbit. Anyways, we're on this freaking flight, and I'm not even kidding you. We were like,
Dude.
just if you're listening, shaken about. I felt like I
If
was
you're
in.
listening.
I felt like I was like one of those little balls in a protein shaker, and I was just like getting
Oh
bounced
my
around. And
gosh.
at one point, I was like, because I'm not a nervous flyer, so I was like, okay, like whatever, turbulence is turbulence.
Yeah.
But I have never been shaken about
You
that
were
much.
actually nervous.
I mean, my palms were sweating. We literally, dude,
Damn. I've never.
we literally dropped like 40 feet.
What the fuck?
We literally went like, foom, and fell down.
So
And
if you
then,
weren't wearing your seatbelt, you just like lift out of your seat.
I mean, you could feel it.
Holy shit.
And then we got shaken to the side. So like we went down and then like to the right. And Zach literally like gripped his seat and he was like, fuck, and said it like really loud. And like everyone was kind of
I'm
like,
sure everyone said the same thing.
well,
Like,
yeah, but
was
he's
all.
like Zach usually will just get nervous, but he literally like got
Oh my
like,
god.
and so I had to look at him and I was like, it's okay, like it's okay, and I was like literally, I was just looking at him, I was like, it's okay, and I was like holding his hand, and I was like, it's okay, and I was like, just breathe. I was like, it's okay.
Does he get flight anxiety?
Yes, dude, and I was nervous, but I
Oh,
had to just
shit.
swallow that shit because it was like I had to, because he gets way
Like
more nervous.
I would never want to fly with someone who's already like that. Like,
Well, I just
it's
like
so hard.
so that's why I was like, okay, like I'm fine. My hands are sweaty, but like I know I'm gonna be okay. But I was like,
Like,
I need
it's
to.
okay, but you're like dripping sweat.
And so I was like, it's okay, it's okay. And I was like telling him, reassuring myself as well, which is such a fucking perfect circle to us talking about our
I
love languages
know.
because
Oh my gosh.
words of affirmation definitely worked in that moment. I was
Oh
like,
my
words of
gosh.
affirmation, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I was like, we're okay, it's okay.
We're okay. I love you.
The whole time it was literally bumpy though. Like we landed
Damn.
and it was pouring rain in Chicago. Like it looked like it was hailing.
Damn.
And
It
I
probably
actually
was hailing. I
no,
think.
it was such heavy rain. That's the
Oh
thing. I
my
talked to my client
gosh.
who was actually in Ohio and he was like, yeah, no, yesterday was awful. And he's like, I can't believe you flew through that. And I was like, yeah, no, we flew through it. And he's like, oh my God, it was awful. Today
That's
it's been
so
pouring.
scary. Oh my
But
gosh.
like it was a very interesting experience. But that was American Airlines. They were actually pretty nice about like rescheduling our flights and stuff. But we'll see how I actually feel when they refund me for having to pay for a rental car.
Did you go Karen on them? Cariña. Did you go
No, I
Cariña?
called them like the second we
Like
got.
they were just down to.
No, yeah, like the second we were on the plane and I was already calling them to reschedule our flight.
Okay.
They were super accommodating actually. They almost got us on a flight the same day, but someone else was calling and took the flight. I was so mad.
Yeah, I feel like there's not much they can do when they're limited on seats and stuff.
Yeah, no. And
They
like
just-
it was so bad that they were like, "Oh yeah, we'll put you on like a 9 a.m. flight or whatever." And then they ended up
So did they put you in a hotel room then?
no, we just went home because we were at St. Anna.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yep.
Okay.
No, we
Okay.
just went straight up home.
Okay.
Anyways, that was fun.
Well, that was an Ellie's trip story.
Yeah.
She dropped 40 feet. That's freaking crazy.
It's okay. I'm back and I'm fine. Woohoo!
I'm
glad
definitely
you're not-
okay.
I don't think I'll fly American Airlines again.
It's
But,
not their
but
fault.
I'll tell you this. No. But I don't like their scheduling. They overbook their flights. There's like 20 people on standby. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I did appreciate every person that worked there. I'll tell you this. Everyone that worked at American Airlines was so kind.
Yeah.
The lady on the phone, our call dropped and she literally called me back.
Oh, wow.
And she saved our flights that we were looking at so no one would take them. Like she was so sweet. The person at our connecting, like the next morning, so sweet, literally got us on better seats. Someone actually gave us a better seat, like themselves. He was like, oh, I don't need it. Like you guys can take it, whatever.
Oh, wow.
So it was just overall
Nice.
like good experience, shitty situation.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Anyways, that's my thing. But we
Right.
promised you guys that we would do love languages last week. We said we would take our
We
tests.
did. We took the tests.
And it's actually funny because I think we mentioned it, but we both have taken it before.
Mm-hmm.
And so we actually have our previous results and then we have our results from this time around.
I think we should go over the previous first.
Okay.
So
Actually, you think so?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I think
I was
so.
going to say the opposite, but that works for me.
So
So for do you want to read mine and I read yours, or do you want to read yours? I read mine. I'll read mine. Yeah.
yeah, you read yours from. Is this your previous one?
Yeah. This is my old one.
What year?
This is from. Okay, actually, that's a good question. So I took this on August 23rd, 2022.
Okay.
Also, I'm dying because, like, tell me why this is the profile photo
The doctor.
for this test.
Doctor Love Language.
Is that really his name?
I don't fucking know.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it says my love languages. So 37% words of affirmation, which is pretty fitting because I still think that words of affirmation is
She likes praise.
well, when you talk to me nice, I like it. When you talk to me mean, I don't like it.
Her face.
Talk to me nice or don't talk to me at all, as Pop Smoke once said.
5 stars are nothing at all.
Oh my God.
That's you.
Through and through. Anyways, okay. Then it says physical touch 27%, quality time 13%, acts of service 13%, and then receiving gifts 10%.
So like basically your top 2 big heavy hitters are words of affirmation and physical touch. Or
Back
they
then.
were.
Yeah,
They were.
back then.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was
Then
back
read
then.
yours now. Or should I
No. Read yours. Read yours.
read my old ones? Okay.
Yeah,
so
then we
this
can do the
is my
comparison.
old. So I have 2 old ones and I'll do the more recent. So it's actually 2020 is the most recent.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So for me, I got also mine's not in percentages, mine's ranked out of 10, I think. So I got 8 out of 10.
Wait, 10? Oh, I get it now. I was like, what do you mean?
I think
8
it's
from 1 to, yeah, now I get
yeah,
it.
it says 8. It says numbers, not percentages. So anyways, it says 8 quality time is the top, 6 acts of service.
Wait, quality time was the highest?
Yeah.
So 8 to 6.
What do you mean?
Like it was 8 and then your next closest was 6.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then physical
so quality
touch.
time, acts of service,
Mm-hmm.
physical
touch was also a 6.
Oh, okay.
Then I'm pretty like the last 4 is pretty the thing is it's more like evenly distributed. My top was quality time, then the rest were acts of service, physical touch, receiving gifts, words of affirmation was my actual lowest on this one, but I don't think it's as accurate.
I feel like you're higher with words of affirmation.
Yeah, I'm definitely
But this was also 4 years ago, so maybe it was different back then.
No, but also I took one in 2019
Yeah.
and that one to me is more accurate, so I feel like I should read that one.
Okay. Yeah, let's
Okay.
hear it.
So that one is 9 acts of service, which makes sense for me because I love acts of service.
Yeah.
8 quality time, which makes sense. 8 words of affirmation, which also makes sense. And then 3 for receiving gifts and 2 for physical touch. That is weird.
Physical touch is that low?
That's what I'm saying. It's like so weird because it changed.
No. I feel like that doesn't make sense for you. I
No.
just keep hitting this mic with my freaking chin. Oh my God. Well, we're going to know which is mine now.
So,
okay. Read your most recent ones. Since
okay.
we just went over
so
yours.
my most recent.
Oh, wait. Actually, keep your old one up. I have your most recent one. And then
Okay, you're going to
have it up.
compare?
Yeah. So then your top one this time around was acts of service
Right.
at 31%.
Okay.
Then it was quality time at 28%.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had physical touch at 17%, words of affirmation at 14%, and receiving gifts at 10%.
Yeah, that seems
so
right.
what are the ones that swapped completely?
I would say, let me see, acts of service. So quality time and acts of service have always been top in all 3 of them consistently.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
But the physical touch being so low throws me off.
Physical touch being so low on my first ever in 2019 is very weird.
I think you were like more independent back then. No, not that you're not independent,
or
but
sometimes
I'm just saying.
like the questions just throw me off, and then I'm like, I think that's what it is.
The questions.
Yeah, I think the questions threw me off.
Yeah,
because physical touch is definitely important to me.
I would say like if I was doing it for you, I would say this is pretty accurate. I would say
today's version.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
I would say this is you in a nutshell.
Yeah.
120%. This is you in a nutshell.
Yeah. Like just do stuff for me.
Yeah.
What was
I'm listening.
Don't buy me gifts. I mean, you can buy me gifts, but it's not going to like.
Okay, but we've talked about this. Gifts is not something that like, it's not a driver for you.
No.
Like you would prefer someone like spend time with
Come
you.
over,
than,
hang out.
Yeah, than just sending you a gift.
No, yeah.
Like to you, that's like.
time is the most valuable asset.
Yeah.
That's
You don't,
why.
and you can't, like, you're not someone who likes to be bought. Like, that's not your vibe.
No, absolutely not.
Right. Very different than the majority of people in Orange County.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay,
my
now tell me
comparison.
yours.
Wait, can you pull up my old one on your phone?
I don't have it.
I texted it to you.
Oh,
It's
you did. You
literally what
did.
I
You
did.
did. You did. Okay.
You silly ghost.
This.
Okay,
Okay.
so this time around, I think mine's wrong because I just, and I have a theory, Zachary. I have a theory.
Okay.
Okay, so this time it says
Zachary.
it says quality time 34%,
Okay.
words of affirmation 24%, acts of service 17%, physical touch 14%, and
Whoa.
receiving gifts 10%. You know
So
what I
we're
just realized?
receiving guesses 10 for both of us.
Well, I just realized that
What?
our physical touch isn't that far off because mine's second to last, yours is third. Anyways,
Yeah, it's definitely not top for me.
okay, I think I do appreciate quality time, and I'm trying to think, like, do I value quality time over some of the other stuff? And I mean, I guess, like, I do appreciate, like, hanging out with people. I don't know, maybe I'm just becoming older and lazier because I think I do appreciate just, like, going over, like, example, like Hemi and Nima, when we want to hang out with them. Like, I don't necessarily want us to, like, go out to dinner
No,
and do
just
all
hang
this stuff.
out.
Literally going to their house and just sitting and, like, playing a game is really
Yes.
fun to me.
Quality time with good people is like underrated.
Maybe it's right, but you know what? It's crazy is because my old one, quality time was so much lower. It was at 13%. And I used to be a big words of affirmation and physical touch person, but Zach is actually, when we took this test a really long time ago, he's not a very, like, physical touch is not very high for him. Whereas physical touch is, like, it is something really important to me. So that's why it's shocking to me that it's so low on this, because I think I'm a really big physical touch person.
Yeah.
But I think maybe I confuse myself with the fact that I'm just a physical person, because I'm always like, ha 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 ha, or like whatever.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm confusing those, but I've always seen myself as like
But
a
how
hug
do
means a
you
lot.
Yeah, hug means a lot. Like how do you like receive the love of a physical touch to me is like um just like cuddling, like getting a hug,
Yeah.
someone like rubbing your back, like that
Yeah.
kind of thing if you're having a bad day, like that to me is physical touch.
Yeah.
And that to me is so important for a partner
But we
because
did, when we first saw our results, we were talking about this and I was like, I don't feel like physical touch is that, like, it should be that low for me. But then Miranda and I said this and I was like, damn, but I am thinking, like, what, like, she was like, oh yeah, like, I like to cuddle, I like to do this, whatever. And I was like, oh, like, I don't really, like, Zach and I don't really cuddle. And then she was like, what? And I was like, what do you
that was
mean?
so shocking to me.
She shocked.
Shik Shack shocked.
um, but we don't cuddle, but it's because because I live with him every day. I don't need to cuddle him every day.
See, I would like feel weird going to bed if I was in a relationship and
Would
we
you
were
be
not.
weird if I said that, like, I don't like his breath on me, so I literally put a pillow in between us because I don't want him to breathe on me?
Nelly,
We got a king size bed because we didn't want to be that close to each other.
you guys are cringe, bro.
No, because hear me out. Literally, Hemi and Nima are the same way. Lysandra and Anthony,
Not you
same
calling
way.
everyone out.
No, because we all talked about how once we got king size beds, how much better our lives were.
Dude,
No, dude, I swear, when you live with that person every day, like, I'm next to him all the time. Mind you, Zach is my favorite person.
I'm
Like,
all
he's my
about
best
having
friend.
space, but I love being close to someone. Like when I'm going to bed,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
cuddling
But
if I'm.
sometimes, okay, do you ever, like, get in bed and you're just like uncomfortable, you're hot, you're
Yeah, there's
annoyed?
moments, yes.
So I literally just turn away and I don't want him to touch me. You know what's actually really funny?
That's crazy,
Okay, you
Nelly.
know what? This test is making a lot more sense as we break them apart. Okay, when
What?
okay, in the morning, Zach wakes up before me and, like, takes care of the dogs. And, like, one of my favorite things to do is when he gets out of bed, I go and I put my legs out and I make a little L with my body
Uh huh.
and take up his side of the bed with my legs. And I just
Why?
because I'm so happy to have so much space.
Oh my god. I'd be like, "Where'd you go?"
No,
like patting the bed
no, dude,
next
at
to me.
that point, I truly am like, oh my God, this is so nice. There's no one in the bed.
Okay, yeah, I understand that. I have my moments with that
Oh,
too.
my bad.
But also, like,
But also there are days, but I was saying this to Miranda, there are days that, like, I'll just come home and just cuddle Zach or just, like, sit on him or whatever. But that's not every day. But every day
Yeah,
I
but
want him to tell
that's
me he
because
loves
it's
me.
not. Oh, see,
Every
see,
day. If he
see.
doesn't
I
tell
would
me he loves
not need to hear it.
I
I would
always
not need to
I
hear it every
literally
day.
always go to Zach and I'm like, and it's actually something I do. I go, "Do you love me?" And I'll just randomly say that and he'll be like, "Of course I love you." And I'm like, "Are you sure?"
Stop. You're one of those. And Ellie,
I thought it was cute.
no, that's cringe.
What? How is it cringy? That's my
That's
love language.
not you crying because I'm no,
I was
but
crying
like
because you have water in your eyes. Your eyes are maybe your eyes are glossy.
what?
I'm not crying
Your
actually.
eyes are watering.
Yeah, because your eyes are glossy.
Mine are fine.
You know when you see someone cry and then you cry?
I'm
Does
not
that happen to
crying.
you?
Yeah, that does, but I'm not
Okay. I thought
crying.
you were
I
soulless at a
think you're
moment.
Delulu right now. She's Delulu.
I I know what
Delulu.
it means. I don't think I'm
Yeah.
Delulu.
Um. So
Didn't you
Anelli
know that
needs
words
to
of
know.
affirmation are my love language? You can't speak mean to me.
So she's actually crying now, guys. No, I'm kidding.
No.
Anelli needs to know that
My
he
eyes are
loves her.
watering.
So for me, like you do not have to repetitively tell me that you love me. Like
Okay, I don't need you to tell me, but I think
you said every day. You'd rather hear that than get a hug.
okay, but what I
Like
mean
I'd
by
rather go
that,
to bed cuddling than hear I love you every single night.
do you just say bye? Do you just go bye? Or do you go like bye, love you?
I'm not usually like a bye love you kind of
Oh,
person.
I'm a bye, love you person. So is my
No,
sister's.
you are like that. I'm not
I
like
do.
that.
I say that to you. I go, okay, bye, love you.
And then I usually say, "Do I say love you too?" Yeah, I think I do.
I don't think you
I'll
say love you too.
I'm
I think
just
I
like,
don't think
"Bye!"
no, I think you literally just get because I always force you to give me a hug too.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, I
I'm just
really am.
emotionally unavailable. No, relationships,
Yeah,
red flag.
literally
Um,
red flag.
no, I definitely reciprocate when you say I love you. I
Wait,
say I
how
love
low
you
was
too.
physical touch for you again?
It
The
was
bottom one,
third. It
right?
was third. No, it was
How is
third.
that not your last one? I have the iPad
What
upside
do you
down.
mean?
I don't
I
even know how to
like
use an
it. I
iPad.
like physical touch. I don't really need
Oh my god,
um
Miranda, I have the camera open. Oh no, my millennial is showing. Okay, there we go.
what is going
I can't figure out technology. How do these kids do it? Okay.
on?
Okay, physical touch. Dude, I can't believe that words of affirmation are that low for you. So if someone
Because
tells
I
you,
don't need to hear it. Like it's not
okay,
okay.
but like
What? If someone tells me what? Go
if
ahead.
someone tells you like they send you a long text and they like tell you how much they appreciate you and how smart you are and how capable you are and all these things, that matters less than if someone gave you a hug.
That is such a fucking bullshit comparison. You just said if someone tells you they love you and appreciate you, and then you're like, give you a hug. Like you gotta like balance them out a little bit.
Okay, maybe they give you a
Hug and a back rub when I'm having a bad day, and they give me a kiss, and
okay, if
then
you're having a bad day, you would prefer someone to give you a back rub than to like say something to you.
yes, 100%.
And I'm see the problem with me is like this is the same thing, and we have to do these personality tests because I teeter in between the like. I had my mic all the way on the other side. I teeter in between the introvert and extrovert. So like sometimes I want to be by him, sometimes I don't want to be by Zach, and like that's where my thing changes. Where I'm like, oh, I want hugs. Oh, I just want words. You
Okay,
know what I
see
mean?
how this is what's interesting for me. I'm mostly extroverted. I already
Yeah,
know this about myself, but I can be introverted at times. But regardless, the person that I'm with, the partner that I'm with,
yeah.
I don't care what mood I'm in. I still want to be. Why are you going cross-eyed?
Sorry, there was a feather around you.
You're so ADHD.
No, Miranda, I
Oh my
literally was like,
god, your eyes went cross-eyed.
did it really? Whoopsies. Okay,
um,
regardless of the partner you're with.
regardless, no, not regardless of partner, regardless of my mood or
Oh, there we
introvert,
go.
extrovert. If I'm with someone that I love, um, I want to be around them physically always. Like, doesn't matter. Like, even if I'm in a bad mood, like, there. I mean, if I'm pissed off, like, don't touch me. But like, that's different. Like, if he knows how to like bring it out of me, make me less upset, I would want him to
Damn, I wish Zach was here to answer for me because like, I do
like
think
say
like
you're in a bad mood. Say you're in a bad mood.
I'm
Actually, I
usually
think I already know the answer to this. And
okay.
Zach was like trying to like poke you and joke with you and be
Why are
like,
you poking
babe.
me when I'm annoyed?
See, that's so not me. I would start laughing. I would just start laughing.
Bitch, you're annoyed at him and he's like,
Okay,
and you laugh?
not like that, dude. He has to do it in the right way, but it's like she's like, what's the right way
Shik,
to
Shak,
poke
shocked.
you?
Also, have you guys heard the Shik, Shack, Shock trend thing? It's so old and people have been
It's
doing
not.
it.
It's a song. Let's
Whatever,
play
but
it.
it's a
Should we
trend.
play it?
Yeah, just for the people on the podcast who might not know.
Okay, so it's an Arabic song.
Yeah, but there you have to get to the
Okay, hold on. Let me pull it up.
Yeah, you got to
Here.
get to the pull up the subtitles or captions or whatever. Wouldn't that help you
It's
fight?
in Arabic.
Can't you read?
Not like that.
Oh man. Oh,
Hold on. Ready?
we can't play that. We
Okay. That's what. So Nelly's been saying Shik, Shak, shocked.
okay because there's a trend going on and people like use that sound and then they like talk about like I don't know like your husband you told your husband
Oh,
to
like
take the
they're
trash
shocked.
yeah like you told your husband to take the trash out and it's still there or something chic shack shocked or like whatever like
No way. I've never knew that it was a
again
trend.
we have really different for you
Yeah,
pages.
you gotta send me one.
Yeah,
You gotta start sending me shit. Wait, first of all, you don't even have a TikTok.
chic shack shocked I'm saying it into her phone so that
You
it
don't even have
happens.
a TikTok.
I know
So is this an Instagram
see
trend?
that's why I'm saying it must be old because if it's made it to
Yeah,
reels
dude, it's
it's old.
old. But also, can you send it to me next time so I can like have it on my
Yeah,
for
yeah,
you
yeah,
page?
yeah, yeah. I'll send it to you.
We have to have our for you page like sync up like our
We have. I
periods.
think maybe we should make our podcast one. I start looking at the things I look at. You start looking at the things you look at, and it's not just food.
We just send it to the
Because
podcast
literally,
account.
when you're on our fucking profile, you look up
It's
recipes.
literally food.
Dude, Miranda will use.
I look at recipes and I never cook them.
She literally uses our freaking account and sends herself recipes from Instagram accounts, and I don't know why.
But I never cook them. I never cook
What I don't
them.
understand is how do we have a bunch of food bloggers on our business one? We don't even follow anyone, and like the two people we follow, which is us
too.
don't have anything
It's like
to do with that.
suggested for you. It's like this recipe for like a fucking
No, it's literally all the ones that it shows, and it's a bunch of food. Like it's literally like easy one pot recipes. And I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I just bit my
No, you didn't. Wait, actually,
no, not actually with my
Ow.
teeth.
I'm hungry.
No, but I
Ow.
never cook, so that's what's funny about it. Is like I literally don't ever. I just save a shit ton of recipes.
Yeah, no, you love that orange chicken from Trader Joe's. This bitch. I literally was like, I was FaceTiming her one time and I was like, oh, she's like, oh, I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten anything. And I was like, oh, like, what are you making? And she's like, I fucking love that orange chicken from Trader Joe's. And then I was like, oh, okay. And she literally was just frying it up.
stir frying.
Yeah,
it.
but I forget you were eating something else in the meantime. You were like, this is just a snack. And I was like, what the fuck are you eating?
Maybe hummus.
No, I think it was like was it cheese maybe? You were eating something and I was like, what
I'm
are you?
always eating something.
Yeah, she's a snacker.
For sure.
But anyway, yeah, no, we need to start making our For You page on that better because I think it's just all food because I think you looked up one fucking food recipe, accidentally signed in as barefaced banter one time, and now it's all that.
It just comes up.
But yeah, that Chic Shack Shock has been stuck in my mind all day.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I was like, Miranda, we're Chic Shack shocked at our results.
Mm-hmm.
And then anything, I'm just like, Chic Shack shocked.
I'm actually not that. To be honest, I'm actually not that shocked about my results.
Were you shocked about mine at all?
Nah,
you know what it would have been
knowing
cool?
who you are, not really.
What would have been? What is that supposed to mean?
Not that came
no,
out
hold the fuck up. Wait a minute.
That came out.
That
so
sounded like
wrong.
an insult. Knowing you makes a lot of sense. Like, okay.
I swear I didn't mean it anyway. I just like knowing like because I've known you for a while now, so like knowing who you are and how you are with Zach and stuff. I don't.
So you're not shocked at your results. I'm kind of shocked at my results, but I kind of came to the realization that you're right. Like knowing who I am with Zach and everything, like my results make sense.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think yours made sense. I feel like the only
Mine
thing
makes sense for sure.
The only thing that kind of surprised me was what was it? Because there was one part of it, and I was like, oh, really? On yours? Oh, yeah, the words of affirmation being low. But then knowing you, it makes sense. But
like
it's still shocking to me that you are that way. Like that shocks me.
Because honestly, sometimes words make me like
they're kind of icky to you. You're right. Yeah. You didn't even have to say that out loud. I read your freaking mind. Because literally sometimes when people say things, you're like, ew. You've already said I was cringe like 6 times. So I guess that
I don't
sense.
need to hear it. Just show me.
Well, I'm the same way. Like sometimes if Zach and I argue, I'm like, don't tell me, just show me.
Yeah.
Like just change.
Yeah. No, not only that, but like show me that you love me, but you don't need to tell me.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's nice to hear it. I will say that it's nice to hear like I love you and like I appreciate you is
Maybe
big for me. I do say that a lot. Like I tell people I appreciate them, and I also like when they tell me the same.
Yeah.
But I just feel like
It's
you
not your
show it
most
better
important
with
thing.
action. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's not your most important thing, 100%.
For sure.
Well, that's a
So,
good segue into our thoughts for thoughts because
yeah,
it's still relationship related.
it is.
And so our thoughts
It's
for
if your love
thoughts.
language doesn't work out,
Yeah.
how would you break up with someone and how would you prefer to be broken up with?
Yeah. So, okay, so I'll go first, but I think that if the person's like toxic and you got into it not knowing they were toxic, but then it like turned really like gross, I would totally be fine doing it over text.
I don't I mean, that's just completely disrespectful to me, but I guess it makes sense if it's a
Okay, but if
toxic
they're like really
person.
toxic, they're like literally insulting to you.
Also, it depends on how long you've been with this person. Is it a full relationship? Is it a situationship? Like,
Okay, but I was in a like almost 2 year relationship that was really really toxic and like borderline abusive emotionally and everything. And so over text was the best option because I
oh,
was
because
like
it's
I'm
like
not going to
not
let you
safe to
continue.
like,
Well,
yeah,
no, I'm just not going to let you continue to degrade me.
yeah.
Like I'm not doing that to myself. Not to mention I'm not going to put myself in a physically dangerous spot. So
No,
like
that makes sense.
I was fully like I'm not going to put myself in that position. Like
Also,
especially
too,
on
sometimes it gets a lot harder when you do have to do it in person because
yeah.
you know that there's like some sort of power that they have over you,
Yeah.
and then yeah, I get
Exactly.
that. I get
Cuz
that.
cuz
I
I
get that.
do like I always feel bad for people. Like
Yeah.
I always give people the benefit of the doubt. I always feel bad for them. So,
No, I get
yeah,
that.
but I would definitely prefer to do it in person because I think like that's a good way to like get closure and talk and I think like hearing people out is really important. But if someone was toxic and like if I was so done with someone or like if someone cheated on me, like you are getting a text. You're not even going to get the luxury of seeing my face. So fuck you.
Okay. Well,
That's my answer.
how would you prefer someone did it for you?
I want to hear your answer first.
Well, how I would do it?
Yeah, because I think I mean you kind of alluded to it, but I'm curious.
What do you think?
I think you would do it in person
100%.
because you're just a big respect person.
I'm a respect person. Not always, it doesn't have to be in person. It could be over the phone.
Yeah.
But I'm big on like tone, and
Yeah, you don't think text shows tone very often.
I hate
Yeah,
texting with
you prefer
when
yeah,
it's
exactly.
something that has to do with emotions. Texting should absolutely not, like, when we're texting and it's laughing, that's fine.
Yeah,
Laughing
yeah,
text, like,
yeah.
you can hear it's okay. Something that could be perceived as negative
Yeah.
over text is very tricky
Yeah.
because I don't know. I would rather just pick up the phone. It's much harder to
Yeah.
do it over the phone because you have
Totally.
to.
One, I feel like it takes so much more out of you because you have to be like extra sensitive because they can't see your reaction to things.
Yeah,
So you kind of have to be like a little bit more eggshell
over
y
text or over the phone.
over the phone because they can't see you.
Yeah, but also not only
In
that, like
person's
even
definitely
in
the easiest. In the
mm,
way of them seeing the way you mean it is what I'm saying.
also I'm just like thinking back, like I haven't actually like had to do it too much. So it's hard. Like the times that I have broken off relationships,
Have you ever been broken up with?
yes, I have.
Shut up.
I have. And it was devastating. It was devastating. I was very upset.
Wait, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I've never been broken up with.
Really?
No, I've always just been the one.
Huh.
But I think it's because like the one time I think I like
But it wasn't like, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, you're
I
good.
was gonna say that it wasn't like for the reasoning was kind of situational, not because of us, which made it harder.
Elaborate.
I don't know if I want to get into the details, but basically what was going on in his life was didn't allow him to be with me at the moment.
Mm,
So
that's different.
it was
That's
hard.
that's
It was
totally
hard
different.
because he wanted to, but and I was like willing to like go through it with him, and he was like,
Yeah.
I don't want you to be through that. Like put you through
Aw.
that. And that's
Damn.
what made it harder. I was like, damn, he's putting my feelings first, my life
Yeah,
first.
and
Like
that's very important to
it was
you.
hard
Damn.
because I wanted him to do that, but I also was like, I really want to be with you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like
So
stop giving me that fucking out. I don't want to go out. I want to go out with you.
I know.
No, but the one time that like I could have gotten broken up with, but I broke up with him first. I beat him to the
She's
fucking
like, I
finish line.
beat that motherfucker.
Yeah, I fucking did. He cheated on me with one of my friends.
Oh wow.
And she and I, well, we're not friends. Well, we weren't friends. We are friends now. Like we're friendly and friends. But like before, we didn't like each other because it was
How
like,
long ago was this?
oh, I was like a teenager. I
Okay.
was like in high school.
Okay.
And if she ever hears this, she's gonna know exactly who she is because we always joke about it.
Okay.
Um, but he Like we knew that he liked both of us, but he like technically he was like talking to me first, but then he
Mm.
started talking to her at the same time. So like the timelines got messy and he was two timing. And there was a time that we were at the mall and he was splitting his time with the both of us at the mall and we had no idea.
Shut up.
Swear to God.
Dude, you have to go into this story later.
Oh, okay, I will. This will be the topic for next week then to talk
Oh
about
my
that.
god,
I
please,
will love
dude.
to put this motherfucker on blast.
Oh my
Best
gosh.
part is like later
Because I
on.
also have a two timing story, so maybe we'll go into that next episode.
Oh, I would love that. And honestly,
These two
I'm
timers.
gonna leave some little sprinkles so you guys have to listen to it.
Sprinkle Sprinkle.
This
Do you know who she
motherfucker.
is? Do you know who Sprinkle Sprinkle is?
No,
Dude, we so have different For You pages.
I don't know who that is, Miranda.
Guys, if you're watching, please comment down below if you know who the Sprinkle Sprinkle girl is. She's freaking hilarious.
We're gonna have to look that up later. But my point was that this fucker came around when I was like 19 and was like, "Hey, like I saw you working mortgage too. Like, how are you doing? You look great."
Of
And I was
course you
like,
do.
"Fuck
You
you."
should have been like, of course I do. You knew I would.
I looked great then too, motherfucker. We both did. The best part was, yeah, I dumped him before he could dump me. Because I was like, I found out. And it wasn't even just with that. It was actually with one of my best friends too. I ended up finding out from the girl that he was hooking up with one of my friends.
Oh my god.
I didn't end up
men.
staying friends with her, but with this girl I was, and we still talk every once in a while and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. She knows who she is. We see each other at cycling classes all the time.
Wow.
Yep. Anyways, y'all, you got to tune in for next week.
Yeah,
and then we didn't mention how you would prefer it, but my answer is pretty simple. I would prefer it in person.
Yeah, the same way I would give it is the way I would prefer
Yeah,
it.
same.
Yeah, like I'm just thinking like I don't think I've ever really been like broken up over text.
Yeah, no.
No,
No.
no. I've always either at least been on. It's always been like at least a phone call or in person.
Yeah, I think that's like the decent thing to do.
Yeah.
If you date someone who's got decorum, that's the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't, text that motherfucker and go, Shik, Shak, shock
Hang
him.
up.
Did you hear what I said?
No, what'd you
I
say?
said Shik, Shak, shock him.
Good one. Good one.
Well, guys, thank you for listening, watching, however you are viewing, listening to us. We appreciate it. Miranda, actually, I noticed that you said thank you. We appreciate it. And then when I was watching it back, I was like, oh my God, that's so sweet. That's so kind of her to say
I
that.
give out words of affirmation. I just
Oh my
don't
God, wait, that makes sense. That's why I liked it.
Yeah.
Because words of affirmation are so hard for me.
I told you.
Wow, I guess I didn't realize it. But anyway, yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting us. It sounds so lame because like it's not like we're like, but I mean, it's been.
Why does it sound lame?
I don't know. We're almost to 10 episodes, you guys. Like it's kind of crazy.
That's dedication.
And,
it's not lame.
I'm very thankful for the people that have listened for so long.
Yeah, guys, we
And
appreciate it.
Yeah, the people that tune in, I guess you could say, every week.
Tune in. The people that look forward to it. The people that text us if we upload late.
It's so sweet.
My mom was like, "Where's
Not
the
that part,
episode?
but-
Where is the episode?"
Sorry, Mom.
It's
I
okay.
locked
We
myself
got
out
it
of my
out.
computer.
We got it out.
But we post every Thursday. Obviously, follow us on Instagram, all of the socials, but Instagram specifically because we post funny clips. If you don't have the time to sit down and listen or watch the whole thing, or if you listen to it and you want to see funny videos of it and you don't want to watch the whole thing over, go to Instagram because we usually put funny ones.
We usually try to pick the videos that are more visual so that if you are listening to the audio, you can get a more of a visual feel of like what we were doing behind the scenes.
Yeah, like the phone thing from last week.
That's coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, you're gonna see that. But yeah, so we'll see you next week and thank you for listening.
Bye, guys.
Bye.